bombed out hospitals, frightened patients hiding in bomb shelters, doctors performing surgery in the dark. The Ukraine-Russia war isn't only about borders and politics. There's another battlefield: health, and it's one where millions are losing their lives and futures. From mental trauma to medicine shortages, millions are paying the price with their bodies and minds. So today, we want to highlight this hidden cost of war. Stay tuned because this is going to be an eye-opening experience. Millions have been forced to flee their homes, leaving behind not just their belongings, but often their health and their futures. And the impact goes beyond the physical scars. It's a silent epidemic that's claiming lives in ways that don't make headlines, and it's happening right now. Let's start with the invisible wounds, the ones that affect us all but are seen by few. We're talking about the toll on mental health. When rockets fall from the sky and fear becomes a daily companion. It's not just the body that suffers, so does the mind. Civilians and soldiers alike are grappling with post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, and depression. A recent report by UNICEF paints a grim picture. 2/3 of Ukrainian children are displaying symptoms of psychological trauma. Imagine the weight of displacement, the constant fear of the next airstrike, or the uncertainty of the day ahead. These are the new realities for countless Ukrainians. These experiences don't just shape a day or a week, they can cast long shadows on a lifetime. Mental health, according to experts and the World Health Organization, is poised to become Ukraine's second pandemic. As one expert noted, the war has led to the largest mental health crisis in a generation. This isn't just a bump in the road, it's a shift in the landscape. When we move from the individual to the collective, the picture doesn't get any brighter. Hospitals. The pillars of our health are under siege. They're being bombed, overwhelmed, or reduced to rubble. In the shadow of these attacks, the very foundation of medical care is crumbling. The steady hum of activity is replaced by an eerie silence. Doctors who once offered hope and healing are now counting losses, dealing with the heartbreaks when critical equipment turns into scrap metal and life-saving drugs expire on shelves. Those who can't leave, like patients with chronic illnesses or the elderly, find themselves in a race against time, hoping that the next airstrike won't target their hospital. As a doctor working in a shelter put it, "Every day I fear for my life. But I cannot leave my post. I am needed here." It's a stark reminder of the human cost behind the headlines. In such a climate, vital medical services grind to a halt. Cancer treatments are disrupted, diabetes care is postponed, and emergency surgeries become a gamble. The toll on those who are already vulnerable is immeasurable, and the numbers tell only part of the story. In 2022 alone, the World Health Organization verified more than 1,000 attacks on healthcare facilities in Ukraine. Each of these incidents is a blow not just to the physical infrastructure, but to the health security of the nation. As the war drags on, the disruptions reach beyond the walls of hospitals. Chronic diseases that were once manageable become ticking time bombs. People with hypertension, cancer, kidney disease, and many others are finding it increasingly difficult to access the medication they need. The result, a surge in preventable deaths that don't make headlines but carry a heavy moral weight. It's a harsh reality check. For every life lost to a bomb, many more are hanging in the balance, teetering between treatment and tragedy. Amidst this crisis, the most vulnerable bear the brunt, but children's vaccinations are missed, increasing the risk of diseases like measles and polio making a comeback. Their tiny bodies, once protected, are now more susceptible than ever. The disruption of routine medical care could have repercussions for years to come. We're talking about a potential wave of health issues down the line. And then there are the everyday heroes, the unsung guardians of our health, the community health workers. Their routes to work become minefields, their clinics transformed into scenes of destruction, and their records reduced to ashes. Without them, the first line of defense crumbles. But the war's most heartbreaking chapter might be the nutrition crisis, a silent storm that threatens to overshadow the immediate violence. When conflict erupts, food supply chains shatter, farms are abandoned, grocery shelves emptied, and kitchens fall silent. The result is a looming malnutrition crisis, one that doesn't discriminate. It targets children, the elderly, expectant mothers, anyone whose strength has waned. Amidst the chaos, the simple act of putting food on the table becomes a struggle. For instance, Ukraine. Once a significant producer of corn and sunflower oil, is now facing shortages due to the blockade of the Black Sea ports by Russia. This has disrupted the flow of essential goods and impacted the availability of nutrients, which is a worrying trend. Then there's the disruption of livestock farming. As the conflict intensifies, animal husbandry takes a back seat, leading to a decrease in the production of milk and eggs, staples that are rich sources of nutrition. This becomes a vicious cycle. Malnutrition weakens the body's defenses, making people more susceptible to illnesses and potentially leading to a surge in health issues. In the heart of this turmoil are children, their innocent eyes staring at a world that's turned upside down, wondering when the next meal will come. The impact of malnutrition on their developing bodies is irreversible. It's a violation of their rights, a setback for humanity. As if the physical toll isn't enough, the refugee crisis adds another layer to this health catastrophe. Millions of Ukrainians have been forced to flee their homes, seeking refuge across Europe. But these mass movements come with their own set of challenges. Refugee camps, while offering sanctuary, often face overcrowding, limited health care, and the constant threat of infectious diseases spreading. The emotional toll is equally heavy. The trauma of losing homes, the uncertainty of the future, and the pain of separation from loved ones take a toll on both mental and physical health. It's a stark reminder of the human cost of conflict. It's important to remember that each statistic, each number is a person with a name, a face, and a story. Right now, someone is waiting for a doctor who may never come, a farmer whose crops have been destroyed, or a child whose next meal is uncertain. The war isn't just fought on battlefields. It's waged on the very essence of life, health, hope, and humanity. And the impact of this war isn't confined within Ukraine's borders. It's sending ripples across the globe. As sanctions bite and exports are blocked, the world is paying a heavy price. Food and fuel costs are soaring, hitting poorer countries in Africa and Asia the hardest. They face higher risks of malnutrition, disease outbreaks, and economic hardship. It's a grim outlook that extends the war's devastation far beyond Ukraine. The war in Ukraine is a stark reminder of the fragility of peace. It's a somber testament to how quickly life's essentials can be disrupted, how swiftly health and security can deteriorate. It's a lesson in humility and a call to action. In the face of such adversity, we must stand united. We must push for dialogue, for peace, and for a healthier world. Health must be part of every peace conversation, because without health, there's no future. As we wrap up this discussion, let's remember the faces, the stories, and the voices that have shaped this narrative. Let their experiences be the catalyst for change, urging us all to be better global citizens. Thank you for joining us today. Together, we can amplify these voices, push for positive change, and strive to build a healthier, safer world for all.